Hello everybody, this is Gundam Fox coming at you with two 550 cost rated matches here in the buffed Gundam GP01Fb. We're going to be on military base for both of these matches here, and this is going to be the native cost version of the FB, which is a general type mobile suit. And yeah, the suit was adjusted as part of the July 2025 unit adjustments we got as part of the 7th anniversary, so thought I'd talk about the GP01Fb here, since it's one of the suits I've been using quite a bit actually, with its adjustment, and one that I think does have some neat things that are worth kind of going over here. So yeah, we'll get into that here. And just to mention here, for both of these matches, I am going to be using the prototype large beam rifle. I'll get into the base beam rifle as well. I plan on, possibly covering the base GP01 in this video as well, kind of just briefly, because they got a lot of similar buffs, so I might give some brief thoughts on that suit as well. But, yeah, starting with the Gundam GP01Fb, and we're going to start off with the unit specs here. And for starters, the unit HP was enhanced from 15,000 to 18,000, so quite a decent jump in HP there for the GP01Fb. For your part slots, they increased, the close range part slots increased from 13 to 14, mid-range increased from 18 to 19, and long range increased from 9 to 10. And as usual, this has been enhanced with the upper levels of the suit as well. The unit skill, Bullet Feeder Level 1, has been given. The unit skill, Flexible Thruster Level 1, has been given. For the Level 3 and above, the unit skill, Flexible Thruster Level 2, has been given. The unit skill, Flight Control Program Level 3, has been given. And for the Level 3 and upper levels, the skill, Flight Control Program Level 4, has been given. The unit skill, Force Injector Level 2, was adjusted to Level 3. And for the Level 3 and upper, the unit skill, Emergency Evasion System Level 2, has been adjusted to Level 3. So quite some nice, adjustments for the specs here for the GP01Fb. Yeah, they did add some nice new skills as well. You do get the Bullet Feeder skill, which I believe was on the G Cannon. That's the suit that introduced that skill. And the Flexible Thruster, I believe, was on the Sinanju? I don't know if Sinanju Stein also has it, but I think the Sinanju is the suit that has that skill. So, some really interesting skills to have here on the FB. And next we're going to move on to our weapons. So, starting off with the first range main weapon, that being the GP01 beam rifle. For this, the power was increased from 2,100 to 2,300. Upper levels have also been enhanced. The cooldown time was shortened from 5 seconds to 4.5 seconds. The reload time was shortened from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. And weapon switching time has been shortened. And next we also have our other ranged main weapon, which is the one I'm using in both of these matches here, the prototype large beam rifle. For this, the overheat has been shortened from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. Focus time was shortened from 6 seconds to 3 seconds. Weapon switching time has been shortened. And for your normal firing, power was increased from 1,500 to 1,700, with the upper levels being enhanced. Heat rate was reduced from 35% to 30%. And for focus firing, they reduced the heat rate charging. And yeah, that's the two main weapons here. Both of those got buffed. But the large beam rifle here, that is exclusive to the FB, so yeah, not going to apply to the base GP01. But what does apply to the base GP01 is going to be the main melee weapon, the Beam Saber Enhanced Type 2. For this, they increased compensation for lower melee attacks. And then finally, for our sub-weapon, the GP01 Head-Mounted Vulcan, the rate of fire has been increased. And yeah, you've probably seen me use the Vulcan a couple times already. Yeah, they gave it a much quicker rate of fire. And yeah, that's all of the adjustments here on the list for the GP01Fb. And yeah, I think they did add some pretty good stuff for this suit. The main thing I really want to talk about is the prototype large beam rifle. I think what they did with this weapon in particular is really what makes this suit way more viable than it was in the past. Because like there's like some times where you can like get like almost 5,000 damage with a charge shot to like some raids. I think some raids you can actually get like about 5,000 damage with it. So yeah, like you can get some really good range damage. You also can you can kind of rapid fire it in a way. It has a pretty quick fire rate, and if you space out your shots, you can kind of stack on some damage that way as well. So yeah, really a nice weapon with the adjustments they gave it, especially with the 3-second charge time. Yeah, I think that's like the best aspect for the weapon by far. But really for the rest of the suit as well, again, I think the adjustment for the most part was alright. I still feel like the GP01 in the matches I've at least gotten can definitely, or the GP01Fb, I should say. The FB does still seem like it is lacking in like some departments. There are times where it kind of works and times where it doesn't work, but on a lot of these open maps, like for the military base here, on this map here, I can get some pretty decent results with it, so really kind of playing it as a range general has kind of worked to some degree. And you do also have the melee as well. The melee is also really good, especially if you can land the full downswing. I don't know if it's this match or the match after this. I think I managed to land like the full downswing on a raid, and it does some pretty nasty damage. So I think the suit does have potential for what it's going for. But like I said, I still think it could use just a little bit more. I'm not sure what they could kind of give it. You know, again, maybe it's just now, maybe things are just a bit rough with GBO2. I do feel like recently a lot of the matches I have been getting have been very iffy. Like, sometimes they do really good, sometimes they do really bad, so it could just be the current climate of the game that's maybe kind of affecting the results I'm getting with this suit, but I do think overall, like, it has been a pretty good adjustment for the FB here. I definitely think this suit is way more viable now. When they initially added this suit to ground maps, as part of, like, the update where they put some more of the space-only suits on the ground, I really did not see any reason to use the GP01FB on ground. There was really no incentive to really use it when you could just use the base GP01. You know, like base GP01, you're pretty much getting a lot of the same things, just, you know, different downswing. You don't get the overboost that this suit has, but still, you know, your dedicated ground suit, you do get some benefits using the base GP01. So again, not really a lot of benefits in the past for using this suit on ground. And before I continue on here, we'll take a look at the first match here, and yeah, mission completed. Didn't get on the board here, but did get first place with 4 kills and 2 loss. You know, just didn't get any of the top stats, unfortunately, but hey, you know, still got first place, so pretty good first match there with the GP01FB, and that's going to take us to the second match here. Once again, going to be on a military base at 550, but yeah, going back to what I was saying before with how I feel like the suit was not really worth using on ground maps. Yeah, just back then, when they initially dropped this suit to ground, it just was like, it just didn't feel worth it. Like, there was no real reason to use it, and now that they buffed the prototype large beam rifle, I do actually feel like the suit has more merit to be on ground with this weapon alone. I just feel like what they did with the large beam rifle here has been a really good adjustment just for the weapon alone. And again, like, it does really help on these bigger maps here, like military base, to have a weapon like this. The prototype large beam rifle actually has some really good range for it. And again, like, the damage you can get if you space out your uncharged shots or are able to land a charged shot, especially when it comes to attacking raids, you can get some fantastic damage. And also the Vulcans as well. The Vulcans, I think, are really good with that improved fire rate. Makes them really good for getting accumulation staggers. Maybe if you can pair them up with the large beam rifle in some way, or pair it up with accumulation with your other teammates. You can get some accumulation stuns pretty quickly, and the GP01Fb's melee is the GP01Fb's melee. Kind of the same deal, but again, if you were able to land the melee, it can do pretty good. So that has that going for it. And just kind of trying to see what else we have for the adjustment here before I kind of wrap up my thoughts on the FB here. I don't really think I have anything else, actually. I think I kind of went over everything that I wanted to. I mean, again, you do have bullet feeder and flexible thruster now. Both seem to be pretty good skills for the suit. Bullet feeder I'm probably not really using as much because I'm using the large beam rifle here, and with the Vulcans I typically go through most of the ammunition, so probably not making too much use of that skill. But flexible thruster, that's probably helping at a few points. But yeah, again, I think the adjustment for the suit is alright overall. I've just kind of been getting some mixed results with the suit, but as I said earlier, that's just kind of been the thing with GBO2 recently. It's just been one of those times where it hasn't been very easy to get, like, really good matches. So maybe, maybe when I come back to this game in, like, 2 weeks, maybe things will be a bit better. I'll get into that at the end of the video here, but yeah, I guess I briefly want to talk about the base GP01 as well. So that's going to be the end of the topic for the GP01Fb. I just want to talk about the base GP01 since, again, both of these suits kind of got some very similar adjustments with, like, the beam saber, the Vulcan, the GP01 beam rifle. But the base GP01 did get some nice skills as well. It did get counter boost as a skill. It also got EX boost as well, so I think a few suits have actually been getting EX boost recently, so that's pretty cool. And the level 2 and above versions did get Pursuit Melee Ox program as a skill, so I haven't used anything above the level 1 for the base GP01 yet, so I haven't really seen how much damage that can do. And hey, a pixie. Hey, a pixie. But yeah, I think I just kind of want to briefly compare the adjustments. I do think that the GP01Fb, I think comparatively got the better end of the adjustments, at least if we're strictly looking at the level 1 versions of both of these suits. Again, maybe at the higher cost, maybe having the Pursuit Melee Ox program helps the base GP01 out a lot, but looking at them at 550, I just feel like GP01Fb really got the better side of the buffs here. And again, I really think the main thing for the FB here really is the prototype large beam rifle. I honestly think that this large beam rifle is like the suit's best weapon now with the adjustments they gave it, and like really, again, just a really nice adjustment for this weapon. Really makes me wish that the base GP01 could use the large beam rifle. I doubt that will ever actually happen, but yeah, as of now, I do think the base GP01 really got the weaker end of the adjustments, but as I keep saying, I probably sound like a broken record now kind of stating this, but maybe for now it's just the matches. Maybe I just need to come back to it, and like maybe then things will be a bit different. Might also help for me to try it at some different costs. Again, I've only used the base GP01 at 550, so really didn't make the full use of its adjustments there. So that might also change what we're looking at here. And somehow that was not a counter on the Pixie, but looks like I am going to get the downswing at least, so that's pretty good. But yeah, that's my brief little discussion about the base GP01. Again, I do think it's the weaker of the adjustments. I think the GP01Fb really got more of the good stuff here. But yeah, that's really everything I have to say for the GP01Fb and its unit adjustment for July of 2025. Again, kind of just do a quick little summary. I think the suit is better. It could probably use a bit more still, but still a great improvement over where it was before. Really, again, just the main thing being that prototype large beam rifle. I can't stress it enough. I think this weapon is like really good now. So, if you're going to play the GP01Fb for any reason, I would definitely say try it with the prototype large beam rifle. I think this weapon is a lot better now, a lot more usable on ground than it was before. Maybe the base beam rifle might be good on some maps, like if you're using it in like city ruins or something, maybe the base beam rifle will also come in handy for that, but yeah, prototype large beam rifle, definitely the MVP, I think, of the suit adjustment, and yeah, we're on the last minute of the match here, so just gonna let the rest of this play out, kind of just, you know, briefly talk about some of the other stuff. I guess I should mention too, since we're nearing the end here, we are going to be getting the Crossbone Gundam X2 Kai as our next banner suit. That is going to be a 5-star, and it's going to be a 750 cost raid, so thought I'd mention that since this is going to be Wednesday's video, so that suit is going to come out the night I drop this video, so you know, briefly talk about that, and yeah, while talking about that, I got countered by the enemy team's Gym Sniper 2. Actually, I saw a couple of Gym Sniper 2s while I was playing 550. I think there was one in the last video as well, so, or the last match for this video, so pretty cool to see the Sniper 2 out. Right now, just kind of doing some dodge rolls. Yeah, you still have that aspect of the GP01Fb. You can still do the infinite dodge roll with the overboost, so that feature's still there, but yeah, mission complete, and let's see how we did here in the second match. Didn't get on the board this time either, but let's see, did get third place with 5 kills and 1 loss, second place in damage, so hey, first in kills and first in mobile suit loss, pretty good there for the FB. And yeah, that's going to do it for my 2 matches here in the buffed Gundam GP01Fb. Yeah, really don't have too much else to say that I haven't said in the video already, and I really don't want to keep repeating myself. I'm sure it's a bit annoying, so I'm going to wrap things up here, and, you know, comment down below what you think about the buffed Gundam GP01Fb. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later. So I'm taking the last bit of time here to just kind of make a quick announcement. I mentioned it earlier in the video that I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks, and yeah, the next 2 weeks I'm going to be away, so not going to be around to play GP02, which means during that period there won't be any Saturday streams, but I still do plan on releasing the Wednesday and Sunday videos. I just need to get them prepped before I leave, so that's kind of what I'm working on at the moment, so rest assured there will still be content coming out during the time. It'll just be, you know, just things I've had recorded, some of the matches that I've gotten, maybe some more stuff in terms of unit adjustments here, so I'll make a community post about this as well and kind of give a more clear schedule on things, but I did just want to mention this at the end of the video. So, you know, if you've gone this far, you know, thank you for staying, and yeah, that's really going to be it. I hope everybody has a fantastic day, and, you know, good luck pulling for the Crossbone Gundam X2 Kai. That suit looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, so yeah, that's going to be it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later again.